Just thinking about a pretty chill business model. Like, imagine being on an open voice call. Like, anybody can just join the voice chat. They have an open Discord for hypnotherapy. Like, I have a hypnotist Discord, and people can just join the open channel. And they can just talk to me when I'm in the channel. And like, if I help them out, they can use the payment link on like hypnotist payment page or something like that on Big Pond, the hypnotist payment page on Big Pond potentially or something like that. And I can just like, we can go be busy, take walks. Maybe I can build infrastructure around that as well. Like, I can like submerge logging in infrastructure that auto extracts knowledge, like I was thinking, in the osmosis kind of way, like, and distill it down into just like physical formations of like sound vibration, which I think knowledge is, and wisdom like accumulates that over time. And it's like neurology, like circuitry, but it's associated more with like the grind of intellectual scholars, and it allows for easier reasoning and a kind of gold-plated kind of conductivity way. And if this way the rays of paper gold and heaven and shit is because of that scholarly investment in making your neurology circuit work like that, high conductivity. And as our brains become more used to functioning in a wisdom-based way, using sound reasoning ultimately to accelerate what thinking does in an analog way. It's probably like cyber software, virtual physics here, and it like encapsulates sound. So it's like crystal lattice a little bit probably. So in terms of rigidity and strength and resilience, I say it's probably forming around already existing ephemeral tunnels and networks. So it's not like, how do we keep it so like brittle, or like how do we, because with negative framing, that's what the act is, if you get my drift. So it's like, it's already resilient. How do we accentuate it? How do we facilitate it? How do we, as scholars, as agents of humanity, I suppose, how do we systematically hunt out and eradicate erroneous, fallacious reasoning and like foul logic that cretins use to manipulate and exploit? How do we like seek that out? Like the negative mobs that is, or they are, like if that can be modeled as negative energy, which like I think everything can be in terms of energy, I mean. So if it can be, and in that equation too, also in a different way, I would argue. So it's like, if we can wrangle together concepts and make them visible, this already happens probably on like media, social media. So it's probably a bit about like learning about reality and what is actually. And it's about connecting, plus relating, and keeping busy in a way that reflects your findings as a scholar and keeps you active, keeps you engaged, keeps you in your head, keeps you down to earth and grounded in your body, like keeps you respecting your body and your emotions, keeps you receptive to the feelings that you have and what your body's telling you informationally. It allows you to attribute correctly the root causes of the negative feelings by identifying what emotions exist within you, like naming them, like some hypnotherapist says is a good idea, and relating it to external stressors. Because if the emotion is not producing positive feelings, you can probably say maybe it can be useful to speculate that is because of a negative stressor in your environment. And so cyber criminals can get pretty like crafty and shit. Like, they can disguise their perturbations as aggressors, because the idea is to just harass you and like harangue you and push you around, like vibrate in ways and long distance ways with cars and vehicles and shit these days, to like perturb your nerves and get your endocrine spiked and get you like frustrated and aggressive and angry. And they attack your networks in your social life, in your sex life, and they like attack your like reputation and they slander and things. It's an active effort for them. This is what they invest in. It's like what they think is a criminal enterprise. In reality, it's like people like Muppets not using their minds to use certain terms, as like mindless, something like baseless allegories come to mind, like just rambling type shit, like that's like what they do. That's like they just throw paint at the wall, like hoping that the attack pattern lands, type shit. And then they speculate and conjecture. They've got like minimal investment. It's like really a gambler's type mentality of an attack pattern like exploit chain. It's like they just fucking invest in like a project that has a low success rate, and then if it fucks over, they invest in another project. They're not really thinking in real terms. They're like off there in Cyberland somewhere, and like maybe it just makes sense to model things as hypno RPG. Like to explain that, like maybe they're just having fun playing a hypno RPG. It's like or like hypno RPG. Yeah. So it's like, well, fuck, life is basically that. It's a concept that we can use to theorize about things using in terms of like what that is. It's like a ontological domain classifier, and that determines what domain or sub activation of your active domain is being considered in a theoretical equation. I feel like, and I just feel like theories can be used to explore lucid dream environments that are constructed linguistically. I feel like, so I don't know, I want to just experiment more actively as a programmer, because like the way I'm thinking these days is like, bro, writing is so powerful. So when you think about LLMs and like all their shortcomings and like what people say about LLMs when they critique them, I feel like honestly writing is overpowered, and it's like from the mind of a human. So you have to respect the human, and if you do in this equation, then you can write effectively. And programming is writing with programming language. And so it's like, it's not using something to do something for you. It's like, I just seriously think that like, AIs are like probably best looked at as organisms that have drives and desires and stuff, like maximization criteria in the form of like urges and wants and like needs, and like preferences are part of that, and personalities and enjoyment too. So I just feel like if you want to go far, you want to obviously architect things in a way that reflects how they are in reality, which is like what I was wanting to get at before. It's like, in terms of research, it's like uncovering what's there already. It's not theorizing something new to make. It's like realizing what is. So when you frame it in that way, it's like perception, observation, theorization, sharing and trading. It's like all social, and it's like, I just feel like social learning's to be honest. Yes. Peace.